Today's starting lineups brought to you by Complete Sports Management. For Louisville, Jalea Williams, Taj Roberts, Nyla Harris, McKinley Randolph, daughter of longtime NBA star Zach Randolph. And then for UCLA, London Jones, Elena Arnisalo, and you see the rest of the starting lineup for UCLA. Now, this game's going to start differently than most. You're saying, wait, there isn't a tip. No. UCLA was hit with a technical foul for not delivering their lineup in time. So 2 free throws before the tip for Louisville. They go 1 for 2 and have an early 1-0 lead before the tip as Taj Roberts hits the second. You see Jeff Walls in his 18th season at the helm of Louisville. His team has won at least 20 games in 16 of his first 17 years.
It's a nightmare for whichever assistant is in charge of making sure those starting lineups are in time.
There had to be something about location in Paris that affected that.
Yes.
And a violation on the tip? Why not keep the violations going?
2 violations before a second comes off the clock.
Wait, Mai Forsberg's going to work up a sweat before she runs. Karen Priato and Branda Pantoja are other officials with Mai. Here is Betts. No Kiki Rice in this game for UCLA as a hurt shoulder. That's knocked out of bounds by Cochran. Will stay with UCLA.
Louisville starting out in a man-to-man and talked about Lauren Betts and the problem that she can be. And you saw Cochran just getting in front of her, trying to front her 6'3" against 6'7". Jeff Wall's teams known for their disruptive defense, changing schemes throughout the course of a game, man, zone, junk.
Here's Arnisalo. Dugalic. London Jones 3 won't go. Long rebound secured by Louisville. They go across the court. Roberts touches the paint, whips it out. Williams. The senior guard transfer from Miami. Now it's Cochran on a 3. That's a range that you don't often see from Olivia Cochran.
Right, she was 1 for 7 from 3 a season ago, and that one looked smooth out of her hands. Really nice offensive possession, followed here by terrific defense from Louisville.
Off the steal, the layup is good for Williams. And a strong start here for Louisville.
One of the things, Corey Close, the main thing she was worried about was turnovers. And what have we seen now on consecutive possessions, turnovers from UCLA and the freshman point guard?
So Jeff Walls has to be delighted with this start for Louisville. A 6-0 lead, 1 minute and 15 seconds into action. Randolph, the freshman. Here's Cochran looking inside, back to Randolph. Randolph driving through, can't lay it in. Offensive rebound, Louisville, another chance here. And Randolph was unable to hold it, dropped it. Dugalic leaves it ahead, and 3 won't go. Arnisalo, but another chance here for UCLA, and Betts gets free for the lay on the delivery from London Jones. Quickly down the floor, Louisville trying to beat UCLA back, but back-to-back blocks as Dugalic and Betts were in the area.
Dugalic at 6'4" to be able to be your initiator on the offensive end.
Jaquez couldn't hit the putback. Louisville able to secure. And a travel is called on Jalea Williams as Louisville will turn it over.
UCLA has a lot of players who have the ability to score, as you see the block shot there, and then one more time. But you cannot lose sight of the fact that your advantage every time down the floor, when she's on the floor, is Lauren Betts at 6'7".
I mean, remember even in the tournament, we had those stats on when she would get a touch versus when she wouldn't. Tried to get it into her there. Stolen away, Williams up the floor for Louisville. Baseline jumper off the mark for Nyla Harris. And there you go. That's what happens. Try and get a touch. And a lot of times, you're going to get a whistle. Olivia Cochran picks up the personal.
And the thing is, when Betts gets a touch, it puts defense in rotation because double teams have to come, weak side has to come, and then she's an unselfish passer. If she has the advantage, she's going to go up with it, of course, but if not, she will find her shooters on the weak side.
Corey Close was talking to us about the development of Betts. He'd say, as that one drops in, it would say, hey, last year, you impacted the game with your skill, your ability. This year, you need to impact the team and the play of your teammates beyond just what you produce on the floor.
But in terms of her production, what area did she say she was much better? 16 to 17-foot face-up jumper, and that was money, the one she just took.
Jones has it rejected. Dug up by Gardner, the transfer from Oregon State. Jaquez, back iron, no. Rebound hits the floor. Jaquez bats it alive, but it's out of bounds off of Kendall Dudley. The freshman, number 18 overall recruit this year, according to our ESPNW Hoop Girls rankings. Leaning jumper is good. We've seen Marissa Russell for a long time play a variety of roles with this Louisville team.
Another good possession for Louisville, sharing the basketball, getting dribble penetration, touching the paint, good look at the basket.
They bounce it inside, Betts a deep touch, the turn and the finish for Lauren Betts.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do with Lauren Betts when she gets that kind of deep position. She's just gonna turn, she can go over either shoulder, finish with either hand.
So Easton Buloglu, check in for Louisville. Attacking the glass here, able to save it. Sets up this three. Taj Roberts couldn't get the roll. Louisville looking to save again, but this time Russell's out of bounds, and it will be UCLA basketball.
And on that last possession for UCLA, when Betts got the score, see Tamia Gardner just fighting there, trying to box out, but it was Gardner who was the player who gave her the pass high-low, and that's one of the things Corey Close said is she's going to be so good with Betts this year because she can make that shot, but she's also willing to deliver it. 40% three-point shooter a season ago at Oregon State.
And one of the other things she said is, Tamia also has a level of toughness and grit this team needed. The other player she talked about having that Charlize Ledger-Walker, who is not yet healthy enough to play, but a transfer they're very excited about. Corey Close is almost in the corner. Catch and shoot three is good. Gardner nailing the three.
We talked about the impact she can have this year for UCLA. 40% a season ago, an elite three-point shooter, terrific high-low passer. Betts not in the game now, but when they're in together, they can be a problem.
Hopping back, the southpaw firing, unable to hit. That was Gisela Arenas, the daughter of Gilbert Arenas. That three back iron no from Janiah Barker, somebody who Corey Close has been delighted with through camp. Arenas fires again, not shy, and it's out of bounds to Louisville.
Did you just hear Corey Close? I like that shot off the pass, but not off the dribble. Just talking to Janiyah Barker, who had just kind of come down and taken one early.
Meanwhile, how do you think Jeff Walls felt about those shots from Arenas?
I don't know if he likes them off the pass or the dribble.
Arenas dumps it in. Gets it back. Off to Amari Berry. Berry has it knocked away. Taken by Dudley. Gardner's three. Rims off. Bodies hit the floor, and a foul against UCLA. It'll be Gabriela Jaquez who gets whistled for it.
I know Gardner just made one, but I like that after we all heard Corey Close say, I like the shot off the pass, but not the dribble. She came down into the dribble. Granted, she wasn't speaking to her when she said it, but to then do what your coach just told your teammate not to do.
You like the boldness of it.
There's a lot I like about it.
Lauren Betts back into the game for UCLA. Betts out there with Dugalich, Gardner, Jaquez, and Arnie Salo. Arenas, Berry, Russell out there as that goes down. Amari Berry nailing the jumper. A freshman guard, a five-star recruit. Here's Betts. Betts twisting, cupping, and finishing. She's just a load down low.
And her patience is terrific, because she was waiting because there was a defender also on the left block waiting. Are they going to come and double? Did not come, so she just went to work.
Berry off on a three. Gardner looking to box out. Arenas in there fighting. And a tie-up with Dugalich.
Watch Betts. She catches the ball and just waits. Patience, looks, patience, no dribble. No dribble until it's time to make the move. That's just elite post play right there.
Beautiful footwork.
Eyes looking not only to see where the defenders are, but to see if the right play will be to make the pass out. Big girl. She made the right play. Go up to the bucket.
Yeah, Rebecca, we've seen both of these teams going very deep into their bench early in this game. Louisville dealing with an injury to Jada Curry. UCLA dealing with an injury to Kiki Rice.
Two experienced playmaking guards.
Cochran's jumper rims out. The putback attempt is good. McKinley Randolph gets on the board in her collegiate career.
What a tough finish. Over 6'7" Lauren Betts.
Look at the little like pops on the interior. With Zach Randolph's in the building in Paris. And that last touch, UCLA, it'll be Louisville basketball. I told you Pops was there. There is Zach. Looking fresh. An outstanding NBA player.
Home.
Yeah.
I do when I watch my kids. If people aren't there, you just gotta text the update.
You gotta text the updates. Hey, Thomas has a big game tonight. I want an update later. Berry leaning, can't hit. Betts secures the rebound. Dugalich with haste up the floor. Jaquez trying to whip it in. And a foul against Louisville. Third team foul. Here's Kiki Rice. Talented junior.
Our second Kiki of the day. There was also a KK.
You're right about that. We saw Kiki Iriafen, who had 22 points, 13 rebounds, hit huge free throws down the stretch to clinch a win for USC, a game in which Juju Watkins had 27 points, 10 rebounds, 5 blocks. And Ole Miss came away, I'm sure, feeling good about themselves, down 15 in the third. Had a lead late, ended up falling by 2. The number 3 ranked team in the country in USC.
Another great look for Lauren Betts. That time she can't get it to fall, but you're happy if you're getting that shot every time down the floor.
Here's Roberts. Backing away, surveying, under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Second game of the Aflac We-Play doubleheader. Williams swings it. Randolph will fire. Missed it too much on it. Shot clock about to expire, and it does. 5th turnover of the quarter for Louisville. See Tamia Gardner yelling instructions to her teammates. A few big transfers for UCLA, a team that was already bringing back a lot of talent.
Yeah, for sure. And Gardner's going to be an impactful one right away. You mentioned Charlize Leger-Walker, late December, early January. When she returns, will be hugely impactful.
Here's Betts laying it up and off. Rebound, skids out to Louisville and Roberts. Roberts going behind the back. Roberts all the way in. Floats it home. Beautiful move from Taj Roberts. Louisville upset. No call there as Betts finishes plus the foul. And Lauren Betts a chance for three.
Last 3 possessions in a row, UCLA has gotten the ball inside to Lauren Betts, and it will pay dividends. Here she has the opportunity for the and one. The 2 previous possessions she missed, but again, she's a willing passer, so if you continue to go to her, you'll find things. And how about this move? The entirety of it, behind the back, floater finish.
It's not the same move that Mylasia Fulwiley pulled off last year in Paris, but it's just a great reminder of what both Mylasia and Hannah Hidalgo did last year in Paris, introducing themselves to the nation. That first real step on what were historic freshman runs for both of them. And you never know who's going to make that impression today.
That's right.
Williams bounces, shot clock fading, catch and shoot 3, rims out for Randolph. Cochran keeps it alive, gets it back, fading away, soft touch for Olivia Cochran. Even her misses have looked good so far in this first.
Her touch, her follow through on her shot, just looking good.
That's a carry from London Jones. 4th turnover for UCLA. Marissa Russell checks in for Louisville. Randolph goes out. Louisville a 16-13 lead on UCLA. As Avery Kane will come and get London Jones. Williams curling inside for the finish. Jalea Williams at the horn with the beautiful bucket to give Louisville a 5-point. Yeah, I think maybe 2, and then South Carolina.
That would be my 3rd guess. Well, we're on the same page.
We're on the same page.
We were both wrong and not on the same page in the first
I
game.
was 1 point away from being right. Caitlin Clark at
Still
799 points instead of 800. Kennedy Carter was the right answer. Put back attempt won't go for Barker. Louisville, by the way, was a +8 on the glass in that first quarter. Arnisalo lays it in. That's a really nice take from the Finnish baller. And 3 rims off, and a whistle. Gonna stay here.
That's a tough call.
Ooh, Russell is down in pain.
UCLA was in a zone on that possession, 2-3, and they're calling for training staff to come out. I think Duchesne got hit right in the nose.
The foul against UCLA. Nia Barker.
I think the officials are going to take a look at this and whether or not there should be anything more than just a common foul here against UCLA. Out on the floor, wiping up the blood that remained from the nose of Marissa Russell.
upgraded to an intentional for an unnecessary contact.
Now look at whether or not there was a legitimate basketball play. Was there a windup prior to the contact or follow through? The potential for injury, the severity of injury. At first look, just looked like a common foul.
Yeah. Is there going to be a second look?
Let's take a look, Rebecca, at that play.
That's just a common foul, but that's a painful common foul when you get hit right in the nose.
Agree with you, though, should just be a common foul. An extended delay here. We saw this in the first game as well. The monitor reviews taking a little bit longer. International Wi-Fi will do that to you.
Yes, 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 yes.
I learned all those French passwords.
Oh my
Get
goodness.
kicked off, it's hard to get back on.
It really is. See Betts out there with Janiyah Barker, Elena Arnisalo. Akez and Dudley. Louisville the inbound, leading by 3, second quarter action in Paris. And stepping out of bounds was Amari Berry as Louisville turns it over.
See Louisville extending pressure, full court, man-to-man.
Arnisalo gets fouled by Williams. Jeff Walls with 9 freshmen this year said, look, if they all stay together, this is a class that has a chance to do some really big things at Louisville eventually. As that layup goes down. Nice take by Barker.
Oh, what a take. I mean, this is a 6'4" athlete, and her ability to get to the rim, make shots, just brings a lot of toughness to UCLA as well.
Corey Coles told us she has been one of our best players throughout camp. Very excited about Barker and what she brings to this UCLA team. That 3 rattles in.
It's going to be important to hit those perimeter shots for Louisville as UCLA stays in their zone.
Tajianna Roberts on the 3. Betts, good position, now tied up. And Louisville has the possession arrow. Louisville basketball. Dudley will check out. Lob it in. Roberts kicks, catch, fire. No, from Berry. And the rebound secured by Gardner.
You heard Jeff Walls tell his team attack it. Again, going against UCLA's zone press, and now here, attacking the other way.
Nyla Harris can't finish. Akez comes away with the rebound. Twisting away, smooth-looking shot, but Barker unable to hit. Here comes Louisville again in transition, but they turn it over. 7th turnover for Louisville in this first half.
And so much of a feel comes as the season goes on. Both these teams want to push pace, but you also need to understand when to pull the dogs back, when to run time off the clock, when to let more teammates touch the basketball.
Arnisalo to the corner. Gardner can't hit the three. Cocker the box out, saves it right to Betts. Betts could have just gone up with a layup, didn't realize it. Well, she'll take that instead. Gardner hits the three.
I don't ever mind that. When your big gets the offensive board and there's any indecision, pass out for the three. It's a great look.
Second three for Gardner. Betts with a couple of assists. Tied at 20. That three off the mark for Roberts. Here comes Barker all the way in for the bucket and the foul. Janiah Barker a chance for three.
This is why she can be a problem, because she is 6'4", long, and can do what we just saw. Just attack the rim, great body control, finish with the contact.
Aflac.
Is that you?
No, it was the...
Oh, I thought you threw an extra one in. I did.
It was me. Glad I got you.
You did.
Baseline jumper, short. Ryla Juffermans from Australia. Another freshman for Jeff Wall's team. Jones beats Jaquez out of bounds. Jeff Wall's pointing out right where Jaquez stepped out. Yeah, nice job, Jeff. Officiating as well as coaching.
Good idea, though, from London Jones. She got dribble penetration, touching the paint, looking for her shooter out on the perimeter. Jones known in her career for just being a really good shooter. And Corey Close challenging her to add other parts to her game on both ends of the floor.
Yeah. Juffermans. Roberts, a little hezzy, then the explosion and the rejection. Betts with the denial.
Betts was tracking this the entire drive, just ready, hand up in the air. When there's this kind of size and length disparity, you don't even have to time your jump up that well. Easy pickings.
Our first men's college basketball game of the season tonight on ESPN2. Number 8 Baylor, number 6 Gonzaga at Spokane Arena. Coverage begins at 11:30 Eastern.
College basketball is back.
Pretty fun, huh?
There'll be a lot of stuff to watch these days now on TV.
Easton Buloglu into the game for Louisville. Jufferman's jumper won't go. Buloglu got a hand on it. Good job defensively there from Louisville, but UCLA able to retain possession. Jaquez dumps it down. That's extra fee. Gardner connects on another three.
And that's why you play through Lauren Betts. We saw her taking the shots early, then we saw the offensive board out to Gardner for a three. That time reversing the ball to the opposite side for the three because she had drawn so many defenders.
8-0 run from UCLA. And what did Corey Close tell us? She talked to us about the chemistry between Reagan Beers and Gardner last year at Oregon State, and how much Lauren Betts was going to benefit the way Reagan did from having Gardner on the floor with her.
Because Gardner's a spacer, and Gardner knows how to make that high-low pass, knows how to play with another dominant post player.
Drew Galich into the game for Jaquez. Corey Close just loves Gabriela Jaquez and all the little ways she affects winning.
Called her their rock.
Taj Roberts will pull up and hit the three. Freshman guard, number 24 recruit according to ESPNW. London Jones can't hit. Rebound secured. Easton Buloglu. Roberts short on that one.
Not a bad look. She caught it. She was in her flow. You know, it was in the secondary transition. She had just scored one. She's a nice little player. She's got a little bit interesting